What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego back with some more boxing. Now I'm back with some Adrien Broner, AB, always balling. Updates. A lot of people were requesting. You want to hear more about Broner for whatever reason. The dude has a fan base. He keeps people talking. A lot of people hate him. They want to see him get knocked out. Want to see him lose. Kind of like a Mayweather in the sense of people want to see him lose and people are willing to pay to see him lose. Whoever he fights, they're almost always going to go against him. So I'm back with some Adrien Broner updates for you guys. One thing, Showtime is doing it all access, which is great, especially for Marcos Maidana. Marcos Maidana is one of those sleeper fighters who a lot of people don't talk about it because he has losses in there. But he has a hell of a resume, from Victor Ortiz to Amir Khan to Devin Alexander to Jesus Soto Caras, who just reinvented himself in the Andre Berto fight and against Selçuk Aydin. Marcos Maidana, he's fought everybody. He's fought a lot of people, I guess you could say. Eric Morales. And it's good to see Marcos Maidana get some more exposure aside from Ellie Sekbak's channel. ES News definitely spent some time and get some footage of Marcos Maidana, but on a bigger platform, I guess you could say, on a national syndicated network. Good to see that for Marcos Maidana. I'm definitely a Marcos Maidana fan. I like Broner as well. So I'm ready for a good fight. Another Broner news. Broner, after the Pacquiao Rio shutout, he tweeted this. Rio said every time he gets hit, it's like he having an orgasm. Well, I guess he was busting nuts all afternoon in China. Laugh out loud. That shit was kind of funny. He then followed it up with this tweet. All jokes aside, I'm happy both fighters was able to walk out of the ring and nobody was brutally hurt. Nice night of boxing. Congrats, Pacquiao. So it's good to see Adrien Broner show a little bit of sportsmanship. A lot of times he has kind of more or less the flamboyant, cocky, asshole approach. So aside from the first tweet, the second tweet was a nice, humble tweet, which is good to see from him. As far as Pacquiao, again, Pacquiao pitched a shutout against Brandon Rios. He just couldn't match the speed and the angles. Never could really set up his punches. Speaking of Pacquiao, I would really like to see Adrien Broner fight with Manny Pacquiao. Carcino also on his channel, he said this is a good fight. I don't think Manny Pacquiao has to fight Adrien Broner in order to get the Floyd Mayweather shot, but I think it would be a good look. And depending on the outcome, like let's say Pacquiao ran through Adrien Broner, and let's say in an ideal world, Pacquiao fights Broner after Broner, let's say Broner demolishes Marcos Maidana, and then they make the Pacquiao fight. That does sweeten the pot for the Mayweather fight, because Brandon Rios is not the most athletic dude. Even if you look at his shape-wise, he's just tough as nails. He doesn't really look like one of those fighters that are sculpted. And in boxing, you don't have to be the most physically fit. Timothy Bradley looks like he would pack a hell of a punch, but he's a light puncher. Brandon Rios doesn't really have the cut-up, shredded body type. And aside from that, his style is not really athletic, where he uses a lot of footwork and he's light on his feet, anything like that. So to me, it would be a good fight for Pacquiao and also Broner, because Broner moved up to welterweight, looked a little shaky against Paulie Malignaggi. So I'd be anxious to see how he looks in his next two fights, and against Marcos Maidana, and then also if he were to fight Pacquiao. I think it's a good fight, and it would sweeten the pot. If Pacquiao can properly dispose of Adrien Broner, then that's like the person who's being considered Mayweather Jr. So if he did that, then the Mayweather-Pacquiao talks, it really has to be done. So Carcino, I thought, was on the right page with that. I think that's a good suggestion. Plus, Broner has a title. If he doesn't lose to Marcos Maidana, he's still going to have that title that he got from Paulie Malignaggi, which would definitely put Mayweather-Pacquiao fight back in the negotiations and back in the talk, because at that point, he'd be a title holder. If Pacquiao beat Broner and Broner keeps his title against Marcos Maidana, Pacquiao would have the title, and we know that Mayweather has titles there, so it would be a step towards unifying those titles. I really want to see that fight. Another thing with Pacquiao, I don't really recall someone that Pacquiao's fought in their early 20s, like 25 or younger, and that's just really athletic. People say, oh, you hate Pacquiao, whatever. I'm just basing this on facts, people. So, like Mayweather, I've seen him fight Victor Ortiz. Obviously, that wasn't the outcome that anyone predicted, but he was still holding his own. He didn't get knocked out or something early from Victor Ortiz, and he at least took on the fight against a young, strong fighter coming off a win who was young. Also, Canelo is a big dude. So I'd really want to see Pacquiao against a fighter who's much younger than him, just to see how, if he's lost a step and how he looks. We've seen him against the Margaritos. Margarito was like 30 something. Brandon Rios I think is about 30. Clottey, Hatton, they're all in their 30s. Cotto might have been 27 to 30ish. But if you look at Pacquiao's recent fights, a lot of those people were right around the 30 mark. So I just want to see how Pacquiao fares against someone who is 6 to 8 years younger, like Mayweather has done from time to time. Adrien Broner would be a good test. Here's another picture of Adrien Broner. He says, look, it's the guy who's out of shape. A lot of people were clowning Broner, saying he was fat. Obviously, by this picture, he's been getting his workouts in, and he looks pretty ripped and shredded. And that's really all I got to say. He also tweeted this, or put this on Instagram. He said, I'm ready. December 14th, Danger Zone, about billions. Bandcamp, always balling. So, looks like he's in tremendous shape, and he's going to need to be against a veteran like Marcos Maidana, who has power and ultimately can test his chin. So, just want to give you guys some Broner updates. A lot of people were asking about AB, always balling, and what was new and what are my thoughts. So, I figured I'd share these updates with you guys. Let me know what you guys think of the fight with Marcos Maidana, a possible fight with Pacquiao. Do you want to see it, or you want to go straight to Floyd Mayweather and Pacquiao? Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next videos, Ego signing off.